Hello, my name is Danica Marie Ronquillo Villaluna, and I'm here today interviewing EJ Marino, a film student from Full Sail University. Hello, EJ.
Hi, how are you today?
Thank you for spending time with us.
I'm great.
All right, let's start this interview off. Who is one of your favorite visual artists, and what is your favorite style of art?
I would have to say one of my favorite visual artists is Andy Warhol, and the whole pop culture movement he brought into the mainstream media. He mixed fashion and really avant-garde art as well as film all into one medium and sold it to the masses as something. And he coined one of my favorite phrases, 15 minutes of fame.
Is that him, really?
Yeah, yes.
I had no idea. Good job. What would you... I would say his most iconic piece would be the Campbell soup can.
Oh, absolutely. And that's one of the things I appreciated. He took a really simple object you can still find in grocery stores and made it into a artistic movement. And I really appreciated that. Roy Lichtenstein did that as well. He was another pop culture artist who took comic books and infused it with modern art in a way that shouldn't have happened.
So, we talked about the Campbell soup can, but what other popular images do you see are frequently rechanneled throughout the entertainment industry?
From just Andy Warhol alone, his whole style of art and pop culture became something we see in our mainstream life with OK Magazine and TMZ. So that was something that was almost made as a mockery and turned into what our society is built on. Also, even in our Mac computers, we have those 4 pictures that are different colors, and you can make that a picture of yourself, and that's what Andy Warhol did with his Elizabeth Taylor photo.
Yeah, but it's funny how we can do that now with our laptops, and before you'd have to paint it out.
Oh, absolutely.
Are there particular images that this industry has popularized or created?
The specific film industry, I think, turned fame into an art form. We have martyrs of fame now where people are living and breathing that whole lifestyle to just get their name out there, like Lindsay Lohan's and Anna Nicole Smith and these people who go through just crazy lives for art. Well, for art, and by using fame for it. I think that's something the film industry, even going back to like the 30s with movie stars and when being famous was really cool and, you were having nice furs, and Marilyn Monroe was getting big. It was. I think that's something the film industry has created in their whole world, and it's kind of crazy.
Why do you think these images are so popular, though?
We get to see the decay of celebrity. We get to see, that's what we like about art. We're getting to see a reflection of our life in a really extreme form. Like, all of us have drug problems. Well, not all of us, but just as a normal society has drug problems or marital problems or anything like that, and watching someone higher go through it, it's like someone painting The Last Supper. It's something in your culture that's so impactful to you that's spread out through a larger medium.
That's a very good point.
Well, thank you.
We talked a little bit about the new technologies. We mentioned how now with your MacBook and the photo booth software, you can create pop art almost immediately. With new communications and media technology, it's almost instantaneous how we can access imagery. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on the industry?
I could always go on about like the black and white of anything, but I think it's a really positive thing. I think it's a great way to get hype for a certain project when a director can, Instagram a picture of the new movie poster and it's viral and it's right there and everyone gets to do it, and it's making everyone a part of something, and that's like having a mini art gallery festival in the internet. I like things like that, and I think it's a way of getting hype out. Salvador Dali, I think, would like put a little like Instagram or twit pic of one of his works, half of it, and you would try to figure it out. And it's a cool way of using a really weird medium to promote good art.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I mean, as a new artist starting out, instant access to all these different art forms makes it
Mm-hmm.
so much easier to do research
Oh,
and
absolutely.
like even be able to admire other artists'
Mm-hmm.
work and be able to kind of emulate their vision
Oh,
somehow,
absolutely.
but in your own way. I think that's that I think that's an invaluable advantage about the technology that's been out.
Mm-hmm.
And how has your knowledge of famous artworks influence your creative process? Like in your filmmaking, do you try to refer to
Well,
other artists?
going back to what we were talking about, Andy Warhol, who liked to self-reference himself, which I thought was really ironic. But you have to start it somewhere. And then we have modern artists like Tarantino, who all his work is based on someone else's work. And some people do think it's stealing, but it's taking something you love and have a passion for and creating into your own. And it's like using pop culture music and like Reservoir Dogs when he sings into the guy's ear. It's a song everyone knows, and now as you hear the song, it has a different memory other than just hearing a song. And I think that's something I've liked to use in my work, where I like to be able to like reference. And you were saying with the internet, I can look up any artwork from any time period right now and get a reference for it and a feel for it and a love for it. And I think that's been a big, huge part is self-referencing.
Thank you so much, EJ, for all your input today.
You're very welcome.